Previously on Splinter Cell.
Appeared on the internet at 3 o'clock this morning.
My declaration of war against the United States of America and its allies. Until every last foreign soldier has left Georgia, this war will continue on American soil and around the world, claiming the lives of the aggressors.
Ironic counterpoint to the situation at home, U.S. soldiers in Georgia and Azerbaijan have spent their fifth night without combat. Though tensions remain high, military intelligence has been unable to locate any remaining Georgian commando.
Fisher, your mission is a man named Ivan. When Grimstarter got made in Kalinatek's server, Nikoladze's mercenaries got spooked. They're pulling up stakes, wiping out all evidence of their presence, including Ivan and his comrades.
Who's Ivan?
One of Nikoladze's geeks, a programmer.
They're killing their own men.
It's all evidence. Let's pray you find him first. Details on your OPSAT.
This is as close as we get. Are you sure you're cool with the details? This last-minute stuff bugs me out.
I'll figure it out.
Well, be careful.
I've already got a mother, Wilkes.
Good. Grim checked the building specs. That geek's story about gas pipes holds up.
On my way.
Make it fast. You don't have a lot of time. Move!
You'll be all right.
What's it supposed to feel like? You've been shot more than anybody I know. I'm gonna be okay.
Wilkes.
I'll live.
You're dying, Wilkes.
Are you all right?
Is that a joke?
I'm sorry.
Turning.
You're headed for Myanmar. The mission's not over.
What about Wilkes?
We're scrambling for a replacement. We might have a runner in Japan we could borrow, a woman named Cohen.
What's in Myanmar?
Nikoladze. We used the Kalinatek data to pinpoint him at the Chinese embassy in Rangoon.
Chinese support for the Georgians?
The political situation isn't good. If they are backing Nikoladze, you better find rock-solid proof. I don't want to go into World War III without a good reason. You've got some time before you reach Rangoon. You want me to patch a secure phone line so you can talk to Sarah?
No.
Disaster was narrowly averted at the Pickett Gap Water Treatment Plant in Tennessee. Plant management attribute the malfunction to a remote viral attack, possibly the latest act of terror in the Georgian information crisis. Still have no leads in the search for Combane Nikoladze. NATO and charity groups working in Azerbaijan continue to uncover the corpses left from what was only the beginning of the Georgian president's campaign of high-tech terror. If not for the swift intervention of plant employees, hundreds or even thousands could have become life-threateningly ill from contaminated water.
They say we're safe and all right, but then they tell us to boil our water.
Seeing the disaster averted at Picket Gap, a possible turning point in the Georgian information crisis, marking the first time American authorities were able to recognize and overcome one of Nikoladze's acts of terror. Described early diplomatic negotiations with China a mixture of silence and antagonism. The Chinese claimed that the U.S. are using suspicions of Georgian support as an unfounded excuse to inspect Chinese weapon stores, and have so far refused cooperation. If possible, lending an even greater urgency to the search for Kumbain Nikoladze.
Your contact is in place. Our man in Burma, or Myanmar.
Whatever. Where do I find him?
A rooftop a few blocks from the embassy. Says he's under a large red sign. Respond to the phrase, a bright cold day in April. We've updated your OPSAT. To be clear, if you kill anybody, this mission's over. You slip up on this one.
I'll find a fallout shelter and learn some prayers.
I'm glad you understand. Be good.
What's going on, everybody? It's Snotrag, and we have more Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell today. We have another great mission. We have the Chinese embassy here in Myanmar. If you follow exactly as I do here, you should be able to get through this no problem. And this is actually a great example of being able to do this without taking a single person out. That's right, I was able to do this 100% without taking a person out and without being detected, of course. It took me a considerable amount of tries to figure out a way, and I actually got it for you guys right here today. So like I said, just follow the way that I do exactly in the beginning of the video. You want to go get a head start as quickly as you can, and you should be able to get by those guys. Hang out up here on the roof, and we're just going to be doing some Spider-Man here. Like I said, this is one of the only missions where we've ever been able to complete a mission without taking a single person out. And once again, we're in Myanmar, and we are going to the Chinese embassy.
See you there.
All you gotta do is you just gotta wait right here for these two guards to actually start their patrol. And then the sewer section can be a little tough. There's also a glitch in the game, depending on which version you have. This is a PC guide, or you can apply this to console as well. There is a glitch for PC on Steam and Ubisoft, where the flashlights will not show up. I'm pretty sure you can Google what a launcher code that you can put into Steam in order to negate that effect. Luckily for me, I can see their flashlights, so it's no problem. So just do exactly as I do here, stay as far back as I do, and you should be okay.
America is a big fish.
I hope the general has the nerve to follow this through.
The general would skin himself alive for the Empire.
And it's not wise to question him.
Who's questioning? I've come this far. I would follow him to my grave.
I too would follow him to your...
Me too.
These guys' patrol pattern is a little bit different, so as you can see now, we do have the light situation going on. Because I remember for the longest time, I couldn't figure out what the heck was going on, why weren't there lights showing up. So it made this section originally, before I figured out what was wrong, very impossible to do. And then also the spotlight section in the next mission as well. I'll talk about that later when we actually do that mission. But there's actually a input that you use when you launch the game on Steam. You can Google it. I can't remember for the life of me which one it is, but that should actually activate the lights and everything back to normal. So like I said, all we're going to do is just trail these guys. Stay a little far back. You don't want to be too close to these guys, and I'm trying to make sure that none of these guys do anything froggy. That's why I'm zooming in on them. So you want to stay a little far back, but not too much. You want to keep up with them, but to an extent. Because sometimes they'll double back, sometimes they'll turn around. Their movement patterns are a little unpredictable at times.
The colonels I could do without.
What about Grinko?
Me too.
He is a good soldier. He'll make an excellent sacrifice. Yes.
So up ahead here, as you can see, their patrol patterns are a little weird. So I darted all the way back to where I originally started. If you stay right here, you should be fine. I thought he was going to come all the way back, and it looks like that he actually is, but he's going to stay right there. So if you actually hit at that little power box that I was next to earlier, you should be okay. But I came all the way back here just in case. because I did not want to take the chance of how finicky their patrol patterns are, and especially since they have those flashlights, that's going to make spotting me a lot easier. Now up here there is light, so you got to keep in mind that they also do have flashlights and they're in the light, so we got to just take our time at this part right here. And also a funny conversation here.
But what about the Ark? What about the General's device? We've got...
Of course we can hurt them, but America has spread too far. We could never crush all the cells.
Not this again.
What?
Tang's got this idea about fast food restaurants and amusement parks.
They are the American version of terrorist cells.
You know, small, widely scattered, independent, high-tech, coordinated propaganda centers.
Aren't you clever?
You will see. We can kill their soldiers and flatten their capitals, but we will never beat their hamburger stands.
This is why I hate being on patrol with Tang.
Because we're big dick, gun-toting, cheeseburger-loving Americans. Amen! I always love that little conversation. So, all you literally have to do is just trail lightly, because there is a guy that likes to hang out at the end of this tunnel here. So don't go too fast, otherwise they will see you, because keep in mind, we are in the light. So as soon as they all turn around, this is a good part for us to go. And then these guards are going to start splitting up. So this one guy in front of us is going to go right, the other guy's going to go forward, and then there's another guy that went to the left. This is our opportunity to just sneak on by and jump up the ladder. Very, very silky smooth. Wait right here at the top of the ladder, because there is a guard to the left of us. He will see you if you just immediately go up there. So as soon as he turns around and he's starting to do his patrol pattern, all you're going to do is follow him to this ladder and go all the way up. You should be able to make it in time. Now, no matter what you do, they will always hear you at this part. So try to land softly as best as you can. It's almost impossible to do it on the PC, but it is what it is. Now he's gonna hear that. He's not gonna necessarily know that we're here. So very, very smooth. And then we're gonna climb up this pole right here. And our boy here should be ready to talk.
It's a bright, cold day in April.
Good, good. Take this, okay? You're late, but you're here. Okay. We need to do this quickly.
Go ahead.
That map will show you the general's office in the courtyard.
I thought it was the ambassador's office.
It was, but some Chinese general has been using it. You can see for yourself. You get into the embassy grounds through the rear service entrance.
Is there a gate?
Yes, but a delivery truck will be pulling through shortly. You can sneak in past the truck, no problem. But you only have one chance at it.
Solid work.
I'm very good at my job. Okay, bye-bye.
So we're gonna have some more notes and some more data for you guys to look at. If you guys want to pause that and actually take a look. Again, this is for anybody that wants to pause it all and just catch up on the lore. Next part up ahead can be very challenging, but if you just stick with this video, I'll show you guys what to do exactly, and we don't have to even take a single person out. Up ahead, there is going to be some parts where it looks like that my mouse and my aiming is shaky. I had an accident at my place of work a while back, and lately the treatment that I've been going through has been really aggravating the tendon that I have a tear in, and I have a lot of muscle spasms, so I'm trying my hardest to keep the camera as still as possible. So I apologize in advance. As I was recording this, my muscle spasms got really messed up. So up here, you're just going to want to do exactly as I do and just go when I do. The guard there at the very beginning, he's going to go into that room, and then that's when we go. And as soon as he goes there, just go straight where I go and then up this ladder. Right here, I'm having a little difficult of a time doing this part right here. This part can be a little tricky. But once you're up here, you should be good to go. And there's a guard here in this apartment complex. We're going to need to walk as slow as we can because depending on how fast you are going here, he will hear you. So all we're going to do is just get to this specific dark spot, and then we are going to distract him, and that should give us enough time for us to go where we need to. So there's the guard right here. Once he's distracted, he's gonna go investigate, and then that's when we go right over here. And then we jump up on the zip line and we're good to go. Splinter Cell. Follow exactly where I go. There's an alley here on the left that you're going to want to go to. At first, I didn't because I forgot that's where I'm supposed to go.
Word of caution, Fisher. That truck's going to be your only chance to get inside the embassy. Don't blow it.
If there's something going on I don't know about.
All you need to know is this. If you do find Nikoladze in there, be ready to scramble. One wrong step could mean war. If anybody in the embassy triggers an alarm, we're pulling you out. The mission's over.
Now there's a guard here with the flashlight, as you can see. He's gonna come walking directly under us. As soon as he walks a little bit past us, you're gonna want to get over here because he can still see you. So if you're right here, you should be good to go. He's gonna walk right past the ladder, and as soon as he does, that's when we can get on said ladder, and then we can go down. So there he goes, and we can go down the ladder and quickly go. Now there's the truck. Do exactly as I do here. Save here if you want. But there's going to be another part where we save. Do exactly as I do here. Run. And then get back into the roll as soon as you get near these food stands. Slow your roll here because of the guard. Now I recommend saving here because this part can be a little tricky. So save right here, and then here's exactly what you're going to want to do. You're going to go in.
It's me again.
May I see your papers?
Slow your roll here because there's a guard in the shack here.
Can we give the papers a rest?
And then this guard on the right here is going to go to the right. There's a guard on the left. If he's going that way, now's the time to go. He does have a dog. So as soon as you get all the way over here, get under the trailer. You want him to see you kind of early because that'll direct the dog toward where they originally saw you. But because we were quick enough and got under the trailer, they have no idea where we are now. Now would be our time to get the actual hell out of here. Run as quickly as you can. You got nothing to worry about. There are no guards up here, but you got to be quick because the dog will follow you. So as long as we lose his scent at that beginning part and also down in the water here, the dog will not follow us any further. We should be good here. The dog won't follow us. All you gotta do is equip your laser mic here and then aim it at the window to record the conversation.
Give me 3 more days. The devices can be armed in 1 and...
See, here's where you can see my arm shaking.
Of course the Ark. But you know the details. We need to strike together, or we may as well not strike at all. Nikoladze, listen to me, because you will reveal us. That's ridiculous. How could they listen? That's paranoia, but fine. No, fine. We will have a safe conversation. I will call you back from my car.
Good Lord, Fisher. That's General Kong Ferrong.
Good Lord. Who's that?
He was the chairman of China's Central Military Commission until 01. Very high PLA muckamuck.
A Chinese general talking to Nikoladze isn't good news.
Whatever he's going to say when that conversation resumes just became our highest priority. Stay with him. Time to get invisible. Anyone so much as sees you and the mission's over.
This corner right here is going to be our friend throughout the entirety of this mission, believe it or not. So nobody will see you here. Because we're in the dark, we're fine. There's going to be some weird tactics that we're going to have to do here. So as soon as the limo pulls up a little bit past the dragon statue, right there, that's when you can record the conversation.
I'm worried about eavesdropping. They are just the most...
So as you can see, my aim is thrown off because of my arm, and I apologize.
You also believe your Coda Peninsula base untraceable. I understand the psychology of war. Yes. I've attended many executions, but never Americans. So hold on a second. Driver, how far away is Mukropo meet?
10 minutes, maybe more. But we'll have to stand a police check along the way.
No, it's not worth the trouble. I will just watch the broadcast like everyone else. Yes, too true. You are a wicked man, Mr. Nikoladze. I hope your performance goes well. Take care.
They're going to execute the soldiers.
Sounds like it.
You've got to stop them. Rendezvous with Cohen. I'll forward her the coordinates for Mook.
Mutsobo.
Right.
Auspicious hunting ground.
Damn straight. The time for subtlety is past. I need to get this to the Joint Chiefs. See if this means war.
Save here, because what we're about to do is super squirrely. This corner here is going to be your best friend. So what we're going to do here is we're going to wait for this guard right here to move. These guards' patrol patterns are very weird. The guy near the dragon statue right now, not the guy that we're looking at right now, but that guy, we're going to wait for him to come back to us, and we're going to move forwards so that way he can see us. What this is going to do is going to throw off his patrol pattern ever so slightly, because we also got the guy on the left that we got to worry about as well. So we want the guy right over there to the right of us to see us here. So what we're going to do is we're going to move forward here in just a second so that way he can see us. But not quite yet. We need to wait for the guy to get in position. Like I said, see right here? He won't see you because we're completely in the dark and he's going to hug that corner. I'm right here. Hello. Hey, bugaboo. So, here is where we're going to distract them.
In the shadows.
So he's right there. So he's going to say, in the shadows. And then we're going to come right back into our corner. And then this is going to throw off his patrol pattern like a champion. He's going to go to the very far right. The guard from earlier is coming back. So the guard in front of us is going to go to the right, and then as soon as the guard down there at the door starts going further left toward the wall, that's when we go. But first we got to wait for our boy who saw us to go all the way to the right toward the bushes where we recorded the first part of the conversation. So that's going to happen right now. This guard over here is going to go, and then that's when you go. Be careful, because sometimes this guard that we're closest to right now will turn around, so it's better to wait until he starts to go toward the guard shack a little closer to the wall. Go as fast as I do, and you should be able to get through that no problem. Come all the way over here. There's a pipe. Climb up. And we are good to go. Silky smooth. And that's it.
Hop in the back. We gotta go. Grab hold of something.
We did it, guys. Intelligence gathered at the embassy links Nikoladze to Kong Farong, a prominent general in the People's Liberation Army of China. Additional information reveals that captured American soldiers will be executed on Nikoladze's order during a webcast from Mukso-Bo Meats, a nearby slaughterhouse, in a few short hours. Not good, guys, so we're going to need to do that. Guys, thank you all so much for watching the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all on the next one. And as always, stay frosty.